Just a reminder to vote in this week's Locals poll, where you decide what deck I take to Locals every single week. Without any further ado, I hope you enjoyed the video.
What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, and for today we have the profile for the deck that would have normally gone to Locals this past week, being Cipher. Unfortunately, my work schedule got kind of messed up, so I wasn't able to actually go to Locals, but I was able to do some online circuit matches instead, and we did not win any of the matches, unfortunately. And kind of as a result, just because of some problems that I also noticed with the deck during the preparation for Locals, I think I'm going to retire this until it gets new support. I really love like the extra deck Cipher Dragons and like what they do, but unfortunately the main deck just is not consistent enough to run like this, unfortunately. So this is one of those anime archetypes that has unfortunately been forgotten. So here's what it looks like on paper, then we'll get to the card by card. Alright, so starting out, we of course have 3 copies of Cipher Biplane. This one, whenever a Cipher monster is summoned to your field, you get to special summon this from your hand, and then you can target 2 Cipher monster you control and make their levels both become 8 until the end of the turn. So this is the card that directly sets up your rank 8 plays, mainly in tandem with the Cipher Twin Raptor. Basically, while it's on the field, you can discard a card to special summon a Cipher monster from your hand or deck. You're locked into Cipher monster for the rest of the turn. So obviously you're going to use this to get Biplane out of the deck. And then it can also special summon itself if your opponent has a monster special summon from the extra deck and you have no monsters on your field. Next, 3 copies of Cipher Wing. This is mainly just as a small world bridge. I mean, it can double the levels of all Cipher monsters and special summon itself from your hand if you have a Cipher monster, but usually that's not really going to help that much. Currently, 3 Cipher Mirror Knight. This one is just a way to kind of revive one of our monsters if they die. And then it gives you a search during the end phase. Cipher Tranger. This one is also used with Small World. And when it gets sent to grave, you search a Cipher Spell or Trap. For generic monsters, running 3 Honest, just as a way to push for damage because all of the monsters are light. So just kind of a way to try to push for the OTK. Moving on to the spells. 3 copies of Cipher Interference. During damage calculation, when a Cipher monster battles, while you have a monster with the same name on your field, you get to double that attacking monster's attack. So yeah, Cipher has this really unique gimmick of stealing monsters and changing their name to match the monster that stole it, which I think is really, really cool. And I really enjoy it, but unfortunately it's just not powerful enough for modern Yu-Gi-Oh! So until it gets new support, it's just gonna have to be retired. Next, Rank Up Magic Cipher Ascension. This basically just lets us upgrade our Galaxy Eyes into Neo Galaxy Eyes. Generic cards, 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Call by the Grave, combat hand traps, revive one of our dragons from the grave so we can just rank up. I mentioned it earlier, 3 copies of Small World. Basically, you can reveal one of your level 4s. So ideally, like, you could reveal Cipher Wing in your hand, then reveal a Cipher Tranger to search the Cipher Biplane. Or you could also use it to search the Cipher Twin Raptor as well. So yeah, just a way to try to boost the consistency of the deck. Unfortunately, it doesn't help that much just because, like I said, this is one of those forgotten anime archetypes. So, yeah, it really needs some love, Konami. It really does. 3 Pot of Desires, again, just to try to boost consistency as much as possible. Same with 3 Upstart Goblin, just to try to draw into stuff that you need. 3 Saga of the Dragon Emperor, just to push for damage. Basically, you target a dragon on your field, its attack becomes doubled, and then if there's a dragon on your opponent's field, then the activation of its effects cannot be negated, and then you can banish from the grave to revive one of your Dragon XZ's monsters. And finally, rounding out the main deck, 2 copies of Cipher Bit. You target one of your ciphers that you control, you attach it to its material, and the next time it is destroyed, it is not destroyed. Okay, so yeah, there's that. That's it for the main deck. Let's go to the extra deck. 3 Hip Hoshinigin. Basically, this is just to boost Light Monster's attack. And of course, we have 3 of the OG Galaxy Eye Cipher Dragon. He just takes 2 level 8s. Basically, you detach material, target a face-up monster your opponent controls, and you take control of it, and its name becomes Galaxy Eye Cipher Dragon, and its attack becomes 3,000. And basically, after that, he's the only one that can attack. Or rather, the only one that can attack directly. Next, Galaxy Eye Cipher Blade Dragon. So basically, you can use this by just slapping it on top of this. And then once per turn, you can attach material from this card, target a card on the field, and destroy it. And then when he dies, you get to revive one of your Galaxy Eye Cipher Dragons from your graveyard. Next is, of course, Neo Galaxy Eye Cipher Dragon. So he's got 4,500. He's a big boy. You can detach up to 3 materials, and then, of course, then he's the only one that can attack directly, but you can steal that many opponent's monsters. Their effects are negated. Their name becomes Galaxy Eye Cipher Dragon, or Neo Galaxy Eye Cipher Dragon, and their attack becomes 4,500. And this one, the steal is non-targeting, so that's kind of nice, but again, the main deck is just not consistent enough to make this even viable on a casual level, unfortunately, anymore. So, and finally, Cipher X Dragon. You can just slap this on top of any Cipher monster that you control, or Cipher Dragon monster, rather. You can detach 2 materials from this card to prevent your opponent from targeting your light monsters with card effects till the end of your opponent's turn. Then during the standby phase, you can return a rank 9 or lower Dragon XZ from your graveyard to the extra deck, and then special summon that monster using him as the material. So this is good to just slap on top of the monster that you steal. So that way your opponent doesn't get it back. So yeah, that's actually it for the deck profile. I think this is probably going to be the shortest deck profile I've ever done, but that's because this deck is going into retirement, because there's not that much to say about it, unfortunately. As I've said multiple times at this point, it's one of those forgotten anime archetypes that desperately needs a wave of modern support. So as much as I like the concept of this deck, it's going to have to go into retirement for a while until Konami shows it some love. So yeah, like, subscribe, vote in the locals poll, that good stuff, and I'll see you guys next time.